Hello and welcome. Welcome to another episode of Lunch with Lisa. I am Lisa Warner, and I've figured out the technical issue here with part of it anyway. Let's see. Hang on a second. Okay, here we are back. Good grief. Oh, technical difficulties. Sorry. Well, welcome to another episode of Lunch with Lisa. I'm Lisa Warner. I'm the author of The Simplicity of Self-Healing, a book that I wrote after I healed myself from cancer naturally, without using the medical model, no pills, no chemo, no nothing, other than shifting my consciousness and starting to look at my body from a different perspective and starting to look at disease from a different perspective. You know, we have been really programmed to look for disease. Yet self-healing is the natural design of our bodies. So why is self-healing overlooked as if it's not a thing, when clearly it's a thing? You know, if we don't look for something, we're not going to find it. We're not going to see what's right in front of our face unless we look at what's in front of our face. So when it comes to our bodies, self-healing is the design. How do we know this? Well, there's evidence. We can look and we can see the evidence. When you cut your skin, what happens? Well, it heals itself back up. It begins the resealing process. If you break a bone, you set it, and what happens? It mends itself. If you get a blister, a scrape, a bruise, all of these things heal themselves automatically for free. So why is this self-healing design overlooked when it comes to disease? It is simply assumed that our bodies can't heal if the wound is on the inside, right? When we get a wound on the outside, we get a scrape, a cut, a blister, a broken bone. We know where these things came from. We know where these wounds came from. So we know that these wounds are going to heal themselves. But what happens when it's an internal wound, an emotional wound, that we don't see the impact, but we're now feeling the self-healing? Our bodies are always on our side. Our bodies are always trying to bring themselves back into balance. Yet when it comes to the medical model, it's not looked at. We simply skip over the entire self-healing process and go straight to the drugs, straight to the pills, straight to the chemo, straight to the radiation, straight to the radical surgeries. Why is self-healing not discussed? Our attention is focused on disease. We're taught to look for disease. Get another mammogram, get another colonoscopy. You better get a checkup, find out, get some blood work, find out what's going on in there, because there might be a disease hanging out, waiting to get you. We're taught to look for disease. Commercial after commercial on TV. Uh-oh, you have these signs? Uh-oh, you might have this disease. You better go ask your doctor. Is this pill right for you? We're trained to look for disease. And what we look for is what we find. But only every single time. When we expect disease, that's what we get. Because we are creator beings. We are creating in every moment of every day. We are each creating our reality, but we've never been taught that we're creators. So it just appears that reality just happens to us. We become the victim of circumstance. We're not taught that we're the creators of our circumstances. And that anything that we've created, we can uncreate just as easily, if not more easily, than in the creation process. But our bodies, they're designed to heal themselves automatically. But if we don't look for that, we will never find it. I learned this firsthand when I healed myself from cancer. I looked at what the medical model had, and none of those options appealed to me in any way, shape, or form. I wanted to know how to heal my own body. It was clear to me that our bodies are designed to heal themselves. And if they heal themselves from one thing, it means they can heal themselves from everything. Our bodies are designed by the Creator, intelligent design. And if bones mend and skin seals itself back up and our bodies heal from all of these other things, then they heal from diseases also. But when we're focused on we have to have a pill to do the healing for us, then we simply skip right over the body heals itself. And when we skip right over that and we never look for evidence that our bodies heal themselves, we don't find it. And we just continue down the same old path, pill after pill after pill after pill. And then we say, oh, they lost their battle with that disease. Our bodies are designed to heal themselves. But when we don't look for it, we don't find it. But the great thing is that when we do look for it, we do find it. I'm living proof. When I found myself facing cancer, I didn't want to face cancer ever again. I wanted full-on healing, and I wanted to heal myself because I wanted to know that I can heal myself. I knew that if I could heal myself from that, I could heal myself from anything. And I looked at my body and I looked for evidence that my body could heal itself. And it was clear every time I had gotten a cut, my body had healed itself. Every time I had had a cold or the flu, my body healed itself. Every time I had a sprained ankle or a bruise or a cut or a scrape, or my body always healed itself. There was evidence. I had clear evidence that my body could heal itself. And then I thought, what evidence do I have that cancer is attacking me? And I started to look for evidence. I started to look for proof. was like, well, yeah, I got the lumps and the bumps and, the skin changes and, all the pain, and I have all these symptoms, and, it's completely obvious. And I thought, wait a minute, what is actually obvious here? So I started to take note. What's actually obvious? Well, what's actually obvious is I've been struggling in my life. I've been pretty miserable in my life. And it's like, if I've been really miserable in my life, it's the more miserable I've gotten, the worse my body has gotten. It's like there's a direct connection between my health and my emotional health, my mental health, and my physical health. That was clear to me. It was obvious to me. All I had to do was look. And I thought, all right, so my body's out of balance because I'm out of balance. I had evidence. It was clear to me. The harder I struggled, the worse my health got. That was evidence to me. And I thought, what other evidence do I have that cancer is attacking my body? And I thought, well, I have these lumps and bumps. And I thought, well, if I ask somebody to show me a picture of cancer, what are they going to show me a picture of? Well, they're going to show me a picture of lumps and bumps. They're going to show me a picture of cells. And I thought, well, that's a picture of cells. It's not a picture of cancer. The cancer is implied. It's implied that the cells are being attacked by some disease. I thought, I want to see a picture of cancer itself. And I realized there is no such thing. There's only pictures of cells doing cellular things. It's not evidence that our cells are being attacked by anything. Cellular change is normal. We don't freak out when we see a scab, even though the scab can be like really big and ugly. But like we know where the scab came from. But when there are scabs on the inside, when we're not really sure where the cellular changes came from, we freak out because we're told we need to freak out because we're told we're being attacked by a disease. Where's the disease? Where is it? How can you see the disease? What does cancer itself look like? We're just told that it's attacking our bodies. It's like, oh, that lump on your breast, that's cancer. Ooh, that little spot on your cheek, that's cancer. Ooh, that stuff going on in your blood, that's cancer. That stuff going on in your bones, that's cancer. Blood, bones, skin, a lump. These are all completely, totally different types of symptoms, yet they're all called one thing, cancer. One thing is causing all of these different things. And what does that one thing, what does the one thing look like? If you're looking at bone cancer, you're going to be looking at bone. Blood cancer, leukemia, you're going to be looking at the blood. You're not looking at cancer because there is no such thing. It's implied. But we're taught to look for it. We're taught that it's real. So we simply see what we look for. We see what we're told to see. The cellular changes are normal for the body. It's actually the body trying to bring itself back into balance. When we go into an emotional spin, our bodies do something to counteract the spin. Sometimes it's making extra cells. Sometimes it's depleting the number of cells. Sometimes there's a neurological change. But all of these things are meaningful, biological, purposeful. They're not evidence of being attacked by a disease. When we start looking for healing, we start looking for evidence that the body is functioning the way it's supposed to function, we start seeing evidence. When we start looking for evidence of our ability to heal ourselves, we start to see it. But if we don't look for it, if we just keep going down the same path because that we're told to go down, we're never going to see it. We're never going to see the brilliance of our bodies. We're never going to see the brilliance of our biology. We're just going to keep believing that we're being attacked by diseases, and we're going to keep fighting the diseases, and we're going to keep fighting our own biology. Never looking to see the power that we have to heal ourselves. Are you ready to see the power that you have to heal yourself? Are you ready to own your power? You have to start looking for it. You have to start looking for your brilliance. You have to start looking for evidence of your personal power. And then you have to start using it. Once you see the power that you have, you won't unsee it. And you won't ever let anybody else tell you again that you're a victim. Because you're not, you're a creator. And you can create the health that you desire, but you have to start looking for the health you desire. You have to start looking for evidence that your body heals itself. When you're ready to see the evidence that your body heals itself, if you'd like help seeing the evidence, please reach out. This is my specialty. I help you shift your consciousness so that you can see what it is that you wish to see and stop seeing all the crap that you don't want to see. So we don't need to be looking at diseases anymore. We want to be looking at the healing that's actually possible. It's actually our divine design. Hope this was helpful to you, Michelle. I'm glad to hear you really needed to hear this message. Awesome, Brenny. Thanks for this excellent conversation. Excellent. Thank you all for listening today. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. If this was helpful to you, if you know anybody else that this would be helpful to, please share it with them. And if I can be of assistance, please feel free to reach out. You can find me at connectingyoutoyou.com. My book is called The Simplicity of Self-Healing. You can find it on Amazon. Thanks so much, everyone. Until next week, create for yourselves a great week. Bye for now.